Timothee's family is begging him not to propose to Kylie Jenner. They say that she's not the one and he's being brainwashed into marriage. In other news, Kanye West has made Jay-Z and Beyonce his biggest enemy after questioning how they conceived their twins and whether their twins are mentally capacitated or not. Kanye West is sick. Finally, Zendaya's long-lost sister is speaking out and claiming that she's been neglected by the superstar. So let's get into it. Now, we've got a few different topics we're talking about today, but I want to start off with Timothée Chalamet's family chiming in on his relationship with Kylie Jenner and warning him not to propose to her. Maybe Timothy's family has heard about the Kardashian curse and what happens to the men who get with the Kardashian Jenner, which is why they're not being shy with their opinions, despite Timothy going ahead and selecting a $300,000 ring, people. Like, for a ring. Wow.
So Timmy reportedly purchased a $300K engagement ring for Kylie. Splurge for Kylie, that's like chump change. That's like lunch money. The ring features about 150 diamonds, okay? And he plans to propose to her in Paris, like, you know, go back to his French roots. Timothée.
Now, when it comes to Timothy, Kylie's got him under her spell, so she's winning there. The problem comes with Timothy's family, specifically his sister, which I feel like winning over the sister is a huge part of, like, you know, becoming part of the family. And she has so many sisters, you'd think it'd be really easy for her. But Pauline isn't a Kardashian. She's not stuffing her butt and, you know, sucking in her waist and getting those lips done. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what Pauline's up to. I don't think she is, though. She seems a little bit like anti-Kardashian type. But there are two individuals who are close to Timothy who have claimed it would be a terrible mistake if the couple who've been together for 2 years decided to walk down the aisle. One family member, speaking to the U.S. Sun under the condition of staying anonymous, expressed doubts about how the two complete opposites could make a marriage work. So there's someone who have decided to go to the media. They said, hey, yeah, as long as you keep my identity private, and they're a family member, then they will tell them the tea. So we're here to listen. And I kind of have a feeling it could be Pauline. The family member said it's a mystery. Many of us don't understand how they connect and click. Timothy's sister, Pauline, has appeared to take subtle jabs at Kylie on social media. Shout out to Pauline if she's watching somewhere. I like how they've got like Tim and Paul, like as the kids. Pauline, Timothy. Anyways, Kylie, who was once named the world's youngest self-made billionaire by Forbes, which Forbes did retract this, has been the subject of Pauline's comments criticizing global wealth inequality, remarks widely interpreted as indirect critiques of her brother's girlfriend. According to the first source, Kylie's eagerness for attention has caused tension within Timothy's family, with some feeling furious over their relationship. It reminds me of them hanging out at the tennis match and she was like forcing herself onto him. You know what's worse than getting injured? Fighting with the insurance company afterwards. They will often stall, delay, and lowball you because their goal is to pay you as little as possible because they are not on your side. That's where Morgan & Morgan comes in. They are the largest injury law firm in America with over 1,000 attorneys and millions of clients served. They've secured billions of dollars for settlements and verdicts, including a $26 million payout in Philadelphia, 40 times more than what the insurance company originally offered. And the best part about Morgan & Morgan is that they don't charge anything up front. There is no consulting fee, there's no hourly rate, there's no hidden cost by going and getting them to help you out. So if you've been hurt in an accident, Morgan & Morgan has your back if you become their client. You can go to forthepeople.com/Sloan or scan the QR code on the screen to start your claim now. You probably could get it submitted before this video is even over with. And it's not gonna hurt to go and figure out how much you are owed. Thank you, Morgan & Morgan, for sponsoring this video, and enjoy. They feel like Kylie's leveraging Timothee's rising stardom, which recently included Best Actor nomination for the Bob Dylan movie, which, to be honest, I haven't seen. Comment below if you have. Comment below if you haven't either. Let's see who says more. I think that she's only with him so she could stay in the spotlight, the family member added. She's done this before with her past relationships with other artists and rappers. I like how this family member separated the artists from the rappers. You could have just said like celebrities or artists, but like are rappers are also artists, okay? That's how you know it's Pauline talking. I'm just kidding. But quote, Timothée isn't like her. He's a very simple person. He doesn't need much to be happy. They also added that some of the actor's friends and family have urged him to move on and abandon any wedding plans. The US Sun actually reached out to Timothy's rep for comment, but of course, they've got nothing to say. Now, it looks like the pair, though, are looking for a new home, a European base somewhere in Milan or Paris. Oh, that must be nice. It looks like the Sun reported that they had efforts to go and look for this place, kind of like inspired by a lot of the celebrities who are leaving the US, but they're going to go in on it together. And he eventually chose a $300,000 piece of jewelry, engagement ring, crafted by a Parisian designer that he will use to go and propose to Kylie. One insider also added that Timmy has been looking at wedding venues and could pop the question this year. So it's interesting because it seems like Timothée is as eager as Kylie would be. And Timothy's family is telling him to slow down, but he's already got his mind made up. Like he wants to be Timothy Jenner. I'm just kidding. But it would be Kylie Chalamet. Do you think she'd keep Jenner? She probably would, right? I don't know. Kim did keep Kardashian, right? It was never Kim West. But in conclusion, the family member says, in the opinion of many of us, they're not a match made in heaven. The source concluded it's quite the opposite. She isn't the one for him. Ugh, I know that's gotta hurt.
The ring he picked out from a Parisian designer will take up to 6 weeks to make, and he is ready to get engaged, and he envisions a long, happy future with Kylie, and he is currently thinking of where to pop the question. It might be Paris, or it might be the French Riviera.
This person asked, am I the only person who never heard of Timmy before he started dating Kylie? Which you might be. Another person brought up a great point. Is Timothée ready to be a stepfather? She got some kids. Another person added, I agree with the attention. Like, he's a chill guy and his family is probably low-key too. It's giving Adrienne Ballone's family when she was dating Rob in the family outing episode. They were doing too much for them.
Want me to call her?
No, I don't care. Okay, my mom helps me out, but she doesn't do everything for me. I wasn't raised with a maid like you. I know how to clean. I know how to cook. I know how to keep a household together, and I'm starting to think that maybe we moved in a little too soon.
Well, the crumbs are all on here.
Great, you can clean them up. Since you love cleaning so much, you can clean it up and you can figure it out yourself.
I'm gonna have someone come, a couch cleaner.
Maybe I'll just go back to New York.
Now, even though these two have been pretty low-key ever since the Oscars and all the other award shows, I did find some recent posts where you could see that they are hanging out. They're traveling to each other's homes in separate cars, but nonetheless hanging out. So looks like they're pretty dandy. One source said recently, not in response to that report, but they wrote in general, any reports that say otherwise are false. They said not to believe anything that they read because it's not true. These two are happy as could be. Now, I put together this video because I wanted to just throw out some topics that I wanted to talk about, which brings us to the portion about Zendaya. Now, I spoke about this on Instagram and you guys had a lot to say. Zendaya was slammed by her half-sister in a new interview. Her sister's name is LaTonya. She's 51 and she shares a father with Zendaya. She claims she's only seen her half-sister twice in 7 years and was treated like a fan by their recent meetup. She also said Zendaya and her new fiance Tom are an odd couple, fears that she'll be kicked from their wedding. Well, hold up. If you're talking like that, you probably will.
Not only is Zendaya's sister accusing her of neglecting her family, but she also is claiming that the last time she saw Zendaya, she was treated like a fan.
So LaTonya told the US Sun, wow, look at the US Sun being super messy, that Zendaya was last around her, actually recently, January 17th, at their grandmother's funeral. Oh, Rest in peace. She said of the reunion, when I tried to talk to her, she just gave me a one-arm hug. It felt like she was a fan. Zendaya is very active with my other sister and brother's kids, but my grandkids don't even know her. They just think she's from Disney Channel, which they got that right. It looks like LaToya is the eldest sibling of like all the siblings that her father, Zendaya's father, has.
This is Zendaya's half-sister, LaToya. LaToya is 51 years old and Zendaya is 28 years old, so there is a huge age gap there. Zendaya and LaToya share the same father. Well, LaToya was recently interviewed by The Sun and said some pretty nasty things about Zendaya.
She did speak about this time in Thanksgiving 2018 when she met Tom. Even though she said they're an odd couple, she said he was really, really cool. He's down to earth. My family likes him. They just look like an odd couple because he's so short and she's so tall. But other than that, I think he's the one for her. Okay, I don't even like her energy, so it kind of makes sense why Zendaya would want to keep her distance. LaToya added that while Zendaya is very active with her other sister and brother's children, she doesn't have a relationship with Zendaya. She claims she tried to get in touch with her, but when she was diagnosed with cancer, oh my gosh, and went through chemotherapy, but unnamed family members slammed the door on her. So it sounds like it's a bigger problem than just Zendaya. She now feels like the black sheep of the family due to her being from her father's first relationship and blames him for her failure to have a bond with Zendaya and being pushed out of the family.
Now let's get into what LaToya said because this is absolutely wild to me. What is going on here? First, LaToya claimed that she only saw her half-sister Zendaya twice in 7 years. And then she said she was treated like a fan during their last meetup.
Now, I know what you guys are thinking. This is a money grab, but, you know, we got to believe LaToya. She's saying no, it's not a money grab. She is ashamed to say that she's Zendaya's sister because she's just not part of the family and she wants to love her and support her. Okay. Still kind of, I don't know, I smell a little bit of money grab, but she probably just wants to be in on the family. I mean, I can't imagine having no one. Zendaya has said in the past that she looks up to her big sister and she realizes the influence she had on her in making her a better person. So Zendaya has said nice things in the past. She's, of course, not commenting on this now, and I frankly wouldn't either. Now, Kanye West had some really interesting things to say on X. Like the Kardashians are SEX workers, and they SEX traffic all the black children they strategically produce. Kim Kardashian is a trafficker. I don't like that this person has my daughter in her video. I guess this person Twigs, all grown-up dress. I would have expected more. He says, watch y'all, don't believe me and just say I'm crazy. Well, it's pretty crazy that, oh, he's talking about FKA Twigs. Okay, so FKA Twigs had Northwest in her music video. She's dressed up maybe inappropriately for Kanye's liking, but even Kanye, he's not much of a present father. Keep in mind that he just had his daughter featured on a Diddy tribute, so I don't trust his judgment, and neither does Kim. Sources close to the situation shared that the trafficking issue came up last week during an emergency hearing over North. Kim pulled the plug on North's visit with Kanye after security informed her that Andrew and Tristan Tate were on their way to his studio. I can see why Kim doesn't want her daughter to hang around the Tate brothers, who were arrested in 2022 for creating a criminal organization in Romania. Yeah, I would pass. People close to Kim said they find it ironic that Kanye would throw trafficking accusations at Kim, especially when he's parading Bianca around naked in public and taking Diddy's side and how so much more. I mean, I think we should look at you, Kanye. Now, this next TikTok brings up this guy, Jerry Lorenzo, who I believe is close to all of this mess because Kanye is bringing him up. And it looks like he's a fashion designer. I've never heard of him before. Comment below. But here's a little rant that Kanye went on recently. And specifically pay attention to what he has to say about Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Kanye West went on another Twitter rant yesterday. In one of the tweets, he said some really, really disgusting things about Beyonce and Jay-Z's children. He deleted the tweet, but screenshots are forever. I'm not going to post that particular tweet because it was really that bad. Like, it was awful. These are some of the follow-up tweets, though. I need everyone to know that I took the post about Jay-Z and Beyonce's family down and Jerry Lorenzo's family. Jerry Lorenzo is the guy who created Essentials, Fear of God, and all that. He's a fashion designer. And Jerry Lorenzo's family down because there was a possibility of my Twitter being canceled, not because I'm a good person. So basically Kanye's saying I didn't delete the stuff because I feel bad about it. I deleted the stuff because I don't want my Twitter to be deleted. I took it down like Down syndrome. Get it? Am I right? Fuck the world, real talk, fuck everybody. Now Jay-Z and Beyonce on the other end, fuck those coon-ass niggas and their entire families. Kanye went off the deep end a long time ago, but he keeps showing us that the deep end is way deeper than we thought it was. Now when Jay-Z smacks the common sense back into you, don't come crying to us.
Now, I don't think the Knowles family or Jay-Z is happy about this, especially because Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mother, speaks out. She returned to social media to reply to Kanye's attack on her grandchildren. Kanye questioned the mental capacity of Jay-Z and Beyonce's 7-year-old twins, Rumi and Sir, in a disturbing post shared on X. After deleting his initial post, he then went on to repost vile comments on Elon's platform. Tina said, "It's hard to remain positive and classy in the face of ignorance and evil, but I know that no weapon formed against me or my family shall prosper." Ooh, that is haunting. She says, "This battle is not mine, but the Lord's. I know that God has this." In his tirade on social media, Kanye went on to say that Beyonce and Jay-Z used vitro fertilization to conceive their youngest children. He also claims he didn't remove the post to be a good person. He did it because he didn't want to lose his X account. He said, "I need everyone to know that I took the post about Jay-Z and Beyonce's family down because there was a possibility of my Twitter being canceled," he said. Now, he did put out another post writing, "I love Jay-Z and I do feel bad. I always felt like the black sheep and I wanted a family and this music stuff. I would run on stages thinking I was doing the right thing and would always be a slight. Jay-Z not coming to my first wedding, him putting Kendrick on the Super Bowl over me, even us never being invited to stuff, taking jabs about my red hat on Donda. I felt like both him and his wife could have helped me more leverage with my kids. They could have used their cultural position to not just watch the Kardashians run over me. Stuff hurts, so F both of them, because when I needed them, it was F me." Now, a lot of people feel like Kanye is just pulling out these cards and trying to feud with everyone because he's releasing an album titled Bully, which is inspired by his son, because his son is a bully and bullies people, and he wants to praise him for that. Now, that was a whirlwind. There is so much happening in Hot Topics, and you guys know I'm always going to be here, be your friend over here on YouTube to keep you informed. Please follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well. And you know what? We're doing numbers on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, go ahead and follow me there too. Not me promoting everything, but thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, I'll see you in a new one soon. I was like, should I go on a rant? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe I will soon. Bye, guys.